with, he has
Okay.
electric bike
Is
for
there anybody on the
20
Zoom?
miles a day. And in 3 years, he amassed 10,000 miles.
You get to see a lot of 12 miles.
This is the version. But he's in his mid-80s and he's doing it. I mean, we have the rail trail where I used to live, and I used to walk it all the time, and I passed.
Okay, council, what is, meeting started at 6:02. We have members are Steve Goodek, background is a contractor. Bob Chandler, who's an architect. Bill Runson, who's an architect and speaks foreign languages. And myself, Howard, that was a property owner within the district. So that's who's here today,
Great.
okay?
Hi, everybody.
So we have the meeting notes from the February 25th, but I don't think they were distributed.
I submitted to Alice.
But she didn't distribute
I
them,
guess not.
yeah,
See,
and it didn't dawn on me until after the office was closed. So I couldn't-
yeah, no, I think I just said that.
so we'll have to pass on that.
They were perfunctory, but.
Okay, so, first order of business is we have Margaret here, from 90 Middle Street, and she has the, you want to explain what you?
I had to put in a new furnace in February, I believe. The old one just gave out. And one of the techs came in, looked at the old furnace and found out that the company wasn't in business anymore and it was over 20 years old and he wasn't even sure if he could get the part. So I had just purchased a home and I had already budgeted for a new furnace and air conditioner, and I had just sent in my application for the March meeting. And in the midst of all of that, my furnace went out. So I didn't have heat for 3 days. So I contacted Arlie via Facebook, because I had mentioned it was a public forum, to say, I'm without heat, and well, it's at your own risk, you know, you can go ahead. And so we did the new furnace and AC. I have an intake and outflow on the west side of the wall on Dale Street. So I'm on the corner of Middle and Dale. It's coming out of the house, out of the clapboard, and there are lilac bushes or lilac trees in front of it. So I don't think there's going to be an issue as far as exposure during the summer months. And I had also planned to paint it, so we're in that bright yellow house. So catty corner to me, there's a home that has the same thing. The pipes look quite similar. I believe it's to the heating system, and he had painted his. So it kind of blends in. Now there's one that's black and one that's white, which isn't, you know, the best, but I had already planned to do that. So they're sitting there, I would say a maximum of maybe 18 inches high, and then one of them has just a little cuff to it. So that's it.
So,
I like to do other things, but you know, I'm not there yet. On the as outside, but I think I can manage some little things. So I proceeded at my own risk.
Basically, I told her, because she was a heating issue that, you know, was with.
Yeah.
See at your own risk, I didn't see it as an issue or anything.
So, yeah, 2 days were okay, but then the smoke detectors were losing, the batteries were weakening and bleep, 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 and there was no way, it just, you know, one of those sounds that just keeps going. And I used to listen to alarms all the time as a nurse, and I, you know, a big,
So it's just the pipes?
it's just pipes.
It's fine.
And you paint them?
Paint them and they disappear.
They're spray painted acrylics for
Yeah.
PVC,
Yeah,
and end of story.
Okay,
well, thank you.
so we need a motion.
Oh,
A
yeah,
motion that we approve,
Yeah, so you make a motion?
I'm making a motion that we accept the change.
Second.
Okay.
so you don't have to.
Any discussion, any further discussion?
I
Okay,
just have a question, you said there were 2 pipes?
Yeah, intake and outflow.
yeah.
Well, I know, but don't they, I mean, with the new boilers, they have they have, the in and out's one pipe, and it's
Two separate.
two separate.
She is,
Yeah.
one is black and one is not.
Yeah, now, I will have to identify them for future. I was gonna get, sticky labels and put them on,
Mhm.
if right, is that,
Yeah, I think this is supposed to be identified,
One's air supply and one's exhaust.
yeah,
You
I
can
know, and
get, you
they,
can get labels that actually say
Yeah.
that.
yeah, oh, I know, and they're on the inside, so I have them on the black and white on the inside. So I figured I'll just do the same for the outside and put it close to that, either I
Put
can,
it close to the house so
Yeah.
that you can see it when you get right up.
right,
Okay, so, vote, Steve,
favor.
favor, Bob?
Favor.
Thank you very much.
So,
thank you.
okay, so basically you have to go back down to the annex and, get your certificate,
Oh, okay,
okay?
One line, just remember that, I don't know how high these are off the ground, don't let them get blocked by anything,
Hmm.
snow.
right, oh, yeah.
They're
Yeah,
not down.
no, no,
I went over, took a look on the way down. I wish they had a better option for a historically significant home, as far as the aesthetics, but.
Well, what's also interesting that I learned, and you'll probably know this, the old venting, they use a particular glue that they found it breaks down with moisture and heat and emits CO2. So that becomes obsolete, and so we have to replace it anyways.
Mhm. And 9 University is a gem. I say 9 University, it's a gem.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it. I was on the second floor of my hands and knees waxing the walls. And then I got up and used some mop and it worked much better.
Okay,
Okay.
you may be
so-
excused.
Enjoy the rest of the meeting if you want, or you can leave, you have your choice.
Well, I'm around, I don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, that's competitive.
Okay,
We have
so-
64 Meadow Street, just down the street from you.
Okay, it's not your name.
Oh, I'm Julia Verdon. This is Kaylin Favadoro. And we are with Trace and Company.
Which, Julia, what's your name?
Kaylin Favadoro. You want me to spell it? Because it's Kaylin, can you spell it several ways?
Julia, what's your last name?
Julia Verdon, Virden.
Okay.
And I'm Julia. Yeah.
Okay.
So we at 64 Middle Street, we operate out of that building with our office. And the building is from 1775. And so it's a historical building, but we are in dire straits for repair or to fix certain things. We have leaks, we have rotten gutters, fascia, siding. So we have made the decision, okay, this is the year, we have to do something, and therefore we have to come to you guys first. We put together a package, thankfully Kaylin did. We did some research, we talked to contractors, vendors, and now we want to present it to you.
Mhm.
So we're looking at a new roof. The existing roof is shingles, fiberglass shingles. So we're looking to replace with what's there already. It would, we have 2 packages. Sorry, we brought 2, not 4.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have one more? Is there 2 in here?
Can you give them this?
We can check. Yes.
Yeah, we can share one, I just have to get one back to the
Of course.
city office.
Awesome. So we have a roof we have to address. Architectural shingles, I think they're the 30-year probably, and we want to replace it. We have a pamphlet in there from Laura. Yeah, actually, so we are, on the first floor, we operate our business out of, and then upstairs we have 2 residential units. One of the units, we have a tenant in there that qualifies for assistance from Action. And Action has a program where they can offer so and so much to make the house more efficient, where the tenant lives in. They only are looking at the second floor, so our office space doesn't qualify. But the roof would qualify, so they would assist in replacing the roof. And they have that recommendation of architectural shingles, for the architectural shingles. We then talked to, our contractor, Hudson Co. I don't know if you're familiar with his name. He has worked on the historical house before several times, and he put an estimate together for us. As he would address, HVAC and gutters, siding, any rot that we are encountering along the way, and we have some on these individual spots. And we went to Grant Banks for estimates on windows, because our windows, I'm sitting in my office, and I have, how many paint?
It's 12/12.
Yeah,
So I have actually, one of them has fallen out, and I'm sitting in there with a down jacket all throughout the winter because the windows are shut. We have a big expense coming our way, so we really like to work with Action with certain things that they are willing to help with. They have offered help with the roof, not the siding, insulation, where we are kind of questioning how much insulation we are willing to take on with it being an antique. And we are open to the basement being insulated properly and the attic, but we probably want to leave the walls alone because of what we might encounter with insulating and then having proper ventilation, and if we don't get the proper ventilation, then we might have moisture issues, and I don't want to have that in that house. Whereas if we replace windows, we know we get hopefully a good amount of efficiency just by replacing the windows we have right now. There are 41 windows in that house,
Say again?
41.
Those are
Yes.
just the windows that we want to replace. There are decorative windows as well, so there's over 40 windows.
Over 40. So that's a little overwhelming to us, and we need to, I think, brainstorm together as well, but also tell you, hey, we talked to Grant Banks, we got the options, it's pretty expensive for the size windows we have in that house. And we looked at materials. You want to jump in there with that?
Sure, so because they're custom windows, custom size windows, the wood would be extremely expensive. And we are looking, at first we were looking at vinyl replacement inserts for the windows. But we've heard that the grapevine, the historical commission doesn't like those. So we are hoping that we could get fiberglass.
With on the interior, right?
So fiberglass exterior, wood interior windows as a replacement.
Fiberglass exterior, wood interior.
For the Marvin elevates. So this is from Grand Banks, this would be these.
For the most prominent windows, that is, okay, we have a budget. So we know they do quite a nice job. The same with the gutters. We are having gutters in fascia that's actually, I get a heart attack every time I drive up to our property because it's pretty predominant when you go up to the house now. Yes. Oh, you all drove by, so you saw it, yeah. So the hope is that the fascia can be replaced also with fiberglass. I think we had fiberglass on the estimate from Hudson Co. Because I need-
Fiberglass or copper, says fiberglass.
Yes, or copper, and the copper, I don't know, obviously the fiberglass can look like wood.
Fiberglass has a similar detail to a wood gutter, yeah.
Right, and then the copper is something else, so we weren't sure if the copper will be okay with you. The fiberglass would be the other option that we are hoping for, because if we do wood, we are frustrated because it will last us so many years and then.
A lot of times it depends on the detail. If it's a wood molded gutter or fiberglass with the same detail, if it's integrated with the brakes
Yes.
or the returns, then that detail is extremely important. If it doesn't integrate, then the copper gutter could be an option.
Okay.
Also, like a half round copper gutter could be an option also. So it really depends on the detail. Sometimes the rake will come down, a nice big heavy rake molding, which is on the gable end, comes down, is mitered right into that gutter, and that's the detail. It's extremely-
Okay, so have we checked that out? Have we looked at
I
it?
have not.
Okay, I have not paid attention to that.
I think the picture was. I'll see it in the photo.
While we're doing that, I think there are a couple of, I mean, you've got a whole bunch of issues, each one is, we need to discuss. I mean, I think it's fair to say if you're replacing a fiberglass, asphalt fiberglass roof, shingles with fiberglass asphalt shingles, that's fine, right? Is that, we all agree on that?
Mhm.
So the roofing is fine, and you would replace the clapboards. I saw that we talked about red cedar in here, so you're basically.
So what we're talking about, the front was done a while back, but the sides are the ones that are the issue.
The gable end is called.
Yeah, thank you, the gable ends, and there is a detail on the side, it's clapboard, but it starts broader on the top and then it gets more narrow towards the
You mean
bottom.
the exposure?
The exposure of the
Okay,
clapboard.
okay.
Yeah, two
And
different.
I learned, or we learned
This
that
detail
that's
here,
the
where
detail,
it
and
terminates,
historical
that's the
detail.
slice line.
And that you
That's-
probably want to keep
That would
that.
allow
Yes.
What we also learned is
either
the
option.
amount of material you need for that detail is twice as much as the
Because you
material.
have less exposure.
You have less exposure. So we have cedar clapboard, or, I don't know.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's on the second page, I think. It's called LP Smart Site Engineered Wood Clapboard.
In other words, press.
Say,
Which
Right.
will, yes,
Sawdust.
yeah, which will
Is that,
save
is
us.
that MDF or something?
I would need to ask them.
I actually use it on my own house, I have to say, and it looks pretty good.
Once you paint
It's
it.
a fraction
Once you
of
paint
the-
it, and we are painting, right? And the longevity, so us justifying the cost that we put into this house. You know, this will be a big expense for us, I don't want it to break our back. Because we're running a business at the same time, I want to make it aesthetically pleasing for everybody. But we have to consider the expense and also the longevity of it.
The only issue with
Yeah.
the same thing I'm thinking of is instead of being tapered like cedar clapboards, it's a consistent dimension, so it adds up to be thicker than the cedar
Okay.
clapboards. Therefore, you have to change the detail of the corner board, or else it projects out beyond the,
Because it's getting more narrow towards the bottom.
or it's it just
It's
doesn't.
overlapping.
It's like a
the
tape.
thickness,
Yes,
is what you're talking
Yeah,
about,
yeah,
right?
it's
The
thicker.
thickness of the clapboards, with what material you're talking about,
but
it is gonna be thicker. So you
So
can,
it's
so
not
the
like-
corner boards and have to shed down a little bit further to get the same detail.
and that would violate.
So you are asking for a lot. Should we tackle one at a time here?
Yeah. that's
Let's
right.
tackle the easy ones first.
Okay.
The easiest one's the roof.
Roof,
The roof is fine.
we're talking to replace the shadow, replace the fascia, replace the soffit, and the gutter. Now, on Rob's screen here, gutter detail allows for either or.
This is really important.
That's the gutter, the main.
Oh, thanks
box.
for
She also
taking
shows-
such
yeah.
good.
Oh, no, those are the pictures that I took.
Oh,
and
you
sent
took,
in, yes.
oh, good, thank you.
So there are two conditions, one where the gutter meets and it's mitered, where the roof is.
So he does mention something in here where it says, I think that's on the first page. frieze and dental molding to be repaired, not to be touched. And only what is already basically gone, which gives me the heart attack, the fascia and the gutter,
That's the little dental molding.
yeah, that shall remain, okay, and be repaired. And we like it too, we don't want to lose that or replace it.
So have you made a decision on the gutter? Which option?
I think the preference would be copper.
Mhm. And the style?
We
Ne-
have,
Okay, because what happens is if it's a prefabricated copper detail, it comes out of the machine and it looks like a cheap imitation aluminum
Okay.
gutter, same K detail.
yeah,
Copper gutter, a gutter company can offer you that option. It is copper, but the detail's wrong for the house
Okay, I
of that
understand.
age.
And unless it's completely custom.
Correct.
and then we're talking price.
You don't,
Yeah, I don't want to
You
go
don't want
there.
that option. So, if you went with, see, it's called a half round,
Yeah,
it has a bracket that integrated with the gutter. That's a very lovely detail. There are some around in town, if you want to take a look.
I would love to, yeah.
Belmont,
Can we make-
we do, Belmont do that,
I think so,
and some,
yeah,
Belmont, below you,
on Main Street.
Main Street where the bookstore is,
Yeah,
and used to be called the Belmont.
okay,
If you look at their gutters up there, that's what they,
Similar.
that's what we approved.
Yeah, half round gutters are standard systems, they have bronze brackets that hold them, they were extremely popular.
during that time.
Well, not
Later.
later, a little later, but obviously, if that building had wood gutters early on, it's on its like 20th generation of gutters. So,
And
Fiberglass option. If it's the simulated detailed wood gutter, that fiberglass option is a viable option
Yeah,
also.
aesthetically.
From the street,
If
you can't tell.
if it looks like this is where we need you to show us.
If it looks like an old fir gutter,
Yeah,
from the street, you can't tell the difference. And it's,
it's probably cheaper than the
I would
copper.
think, yeah.
comes in a,
Copper might be cheaper, but.
Really?
And we like
Mm.
both, yeah. But these fiberglass has gotten so expensive.
for this particular home, it could be in one length, you wouldn't have a joint to deal with.
That would be our preference.
Right.
That would-
That downspout in the middle, which is very unattractive, Kayla plans it out, and I think she's right, you have downspouts on each side, and then you have a downspout right next to the entrance door,
Mhm,
and it's ugly.
right. Typically, you'd have one on either end. When the gutter would be slightly crowned
Yes.
to allow for the drainage, you probably, that third downspout may have been added because you had a draining issue.
Because probably you have to have better water.
Or it sagged in the middle.
Right.
You know, gutters were put on, it was not the right size,
Right.
so they're making you all.
Yes,
Yeah.
So it's important for us to
The
be able
detail.
to
Just the detail.
vote on what you would like to use.
so can we come back
Sure,
with
Yeah,
options
Yeah.
and show you 1, 2, 3?
yeah, but show us the profile of the proposed gutter and show us the profile of the existing.
Yes, profile of
Yeah.
proposed
But-
and existing.
What samples you can bring in,
Yeah,
these
yeah,
are
if they can.
And then you can pick and
They'll give
choose.
you samples,
Yeah.
they'll just give you,
Yeah, we don't have that with us.
But
We can approve some things maybe tonight.
Yeah.
Some things need more discussion.
So we can go out and bring those samples.
Yeah.
Before you do consider.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what
More
everybody
information, the better.
sort of does and what our expectation is. You know, if,
That's helpful.
That
will be helpful.
And
so,
there'll be an education process for you also.
Oh, yeah.
so on the fascia soffit, shutterboard replacement, these are all going to be primed and painted?
Yes.
Probably want to do that as you do the roof too, so.
Well, that's the idea. Why do a
You
roof
want to do the fascia at least when.
Yeah,
simultaneously?
you might as well.
Yeah.
But how about using PVC?
It's fine.
PVC boards.
They're calling for, the Burrell.
I
It's
like
calling for
these.
right now.
Yeah, I'm,
Not a huge fan of it.
no, I'm not quite sure what's in it. You know, what's it made out of?
Yeah.
It's some kind of proprietary.
The AZAC looks fine.
Okay,
Just like.
so you're telling me fascia?
So the AZAC product that Rob mentioned is a PVC product.
Yes, I'm familiar, we have that in the proposal too.
It's a
And
square.
Borac,
It's
Bora.
Boral is the one, is
Well,
what.
it's the
is what-
cement, right?
Yeah, I'm,
It behaves funny.
It's hard to work with.
Okay, that's what I, and it ruins your blade.
yeah, I recommend just sort of a PVC like AZAC or there's a couple of other companies.
We've had great,
Rather than fiberglass?
For the trim boards, for the trim,
for the
for
fascia,
the fascia.
shadow board,
And
soffit repair.
yeah, and it's, you cut it just like regular wood and you paint it and you cannot tell from 3 feet away.
And
Yes.
this board has allowed it in this district in the past.
Yes,
Because-
okay,
Because,
that's cool with us, I think.
because from the street, when you look up at it, as you'll send them over, you can't tell the difference.
And I'm in Victorian myself, and we have AZAC for the trim and
Yeah.
stuff, so,
So that would be important.
okay.
Okay.
The way to look at it is think of your building as a 3-dimensional blueprint. You know, it's the record of the building. We don't have actually original blueprints from 1775, but the building itself functions as a blueprint so that anything you change, you want to try to make it the same design.
Mhm.
And when it's painted, it's hard to tell what it is, or you can't tell. And so that's why it's fine to use PVC boards
Okay,
for things that are painted, but you just don't want to really change the look.
understood. What about so that's fascia, soffit, and trim?
Shadow board, yes.
Yeah, what did you call
It's
it?
called a shadow board. It helps to allow for the rain to drip in the sun of the gun.
Shatter or
Shadow.
shadow?
Shadow, your shadow.
Shadow,
Mhm.
okay, that's a new word for me. And then for the gutters, you can give us, would that be PVC again, or
That's
fiberglass?
The fiberglass copper options, I mean, again,
So to answer her question.
Yeah.
The fiberglass is a PVC, it's fiberglass.
Yeah.
Force.
Yeah,
But it's a wood gutter detail, so
Yes.
that's extremely important.
Yeah.
we want to
Yeah.
see the wood gutter detail.
So if you can get a price from your contractor for either or, then you could determine yourself which would be more cost effective.
With the copper or the fiberglass, and we present it to you, and then you say you can go with either
Right.
or. So-
You have 1 foot section of the PVC and 1 foot section of the copper.
Because we believe either choice would look really pretty, and we want that detail.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, we are not planning to put some aluminum gutter up there.
a nice K profile.
No. But if we give you the samples and you tell us either one works and we like both styles, we can go with the cheaper one.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Just
you
because
do want to
of
have
cost.
2 downspouts, downpipes.
Yes.
And always want to have 2.
Absolutely, but
We'll
you
walk
are
it
okay
through
with
to
us.
the-
If you don't need a server.
Wouldn't, most likely wouldn't.
Okay.
And you may want to do the gutter at the same time as you do the roof, while it's all
We
staged.
do.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we're gonna do all of that.
So it will be a domino effect, I think.
Yeah.
Start-
Yeah, because you're gonna have a drip edge and you're gonna have you may have brackets holding up the gutter.
And we
also.
want our contractors to communicate with each other
Yes,
while it's happening, yeah. So, okay, so
okay.
Just
fiberglass
go through
and-
this.
Yeah, we'll do samples.
Get the roof done. Windows next, or?
Yeah,
So, the windows are big.
So- we're trying to keep the trim
So
where.
these are window replacements from Marvin, that's what you're proposing at the moment.
Yes.
So you're also proposing to remove and replace the sills and casings as necessary,
Correct.
existing.
Right,
Yes, just the things that are rotted and.
So the exterior detail essentially remains the same.
Correct, that's our intention.
Mhm. And then the total replacement would be from the interior, remove the existing stops, take the sash out, take the window weights out, insulate the pocket, replace the sash, adjust the stops as necessary. Mhm.
And we looked into the installation offer from Action and we have not sold on it because.
On which
Oh,
installation?
We're not really, we don't comment on what's inside. We only.
Okay, okay.
I mean, we'll be happy to comment off the record. It's not our domain.
The insulation that they're proposing with the window replacement is just the window weight pocket.
Correct.
Yeah.
And we think that will make already a huge difference right now
It will.
in my room, for example, where I have
Mhm.
no windows.
One pane is missing.
And the dry, it's super dry because of.
So windows are important. So the exterior trim detail, replacement,
In kind,
repair,
or it looks the same.
refurbish is untouched essentially. So that's
That's not.
in your
that's-
favor.
Yes, unless we run into a window, which I don't think we have noticed any yet, that is fully rotten.
mhm,
But I don't think that's the case on any of them.
mhm.
You never can tell.
Mhm.
And, yeah, I mean,
That's
chase,
what kind
chase,
of the
chase
contractor
the,
did
chase the
say.
rot. If you
Yeah,
see
you-
rot.
You'll know once you take the storm sash off, you'll know what you got.
So right now, you've got storms.
Yes,
On wood windows.
which I would like to lose altogether.
Yeah,
And are the windows, I mean, they're not from 1775.
They are all of different ages.
Just walking by it, didn't stop doing Saturday, but walking down the sidewalk and looked like a Boston sash or something like that.
Well, that's a good fit, that's, the, I hate it when people get rid of old windows, because you can refurbish old windows, and with a storm, an exterior storm or an interior storm, old windows refurbished with new weather stripping and everything perform just about as well as a thermopane window.
That cost me 3 times.
Not necessarily, but
You'd have to have the right contractor to do that.
yeah.
And then
Not everybody
just-
can.
Again, just walking,
Not everybody has that skill.
it looked like somebody had putty the windows about 5 times, so it was gradually expanding across the glass.
Okay, so
They didn't look at.
basically, the existing windows don't have a lot of heritage value.
That's
cultural heritage.
based on walking down the sidewalk, that would be my guess.
And we have encountered a mix of window ages,
ages,
everything.
everything.
And so the windows you're proposing are matching the
So right
Number.
now,
lights.
we quoted the most dominant, the
Oh.
windows that are facing the street
Yeah.
and the side are the ones that are 12/12.
Yeah,
And then we have smaller ones in the back that are double hung
Mhm,
with no
1/1.
1/1.
Okay.
mhm.
And then we have
6/6s.
6/6, but then we also have an addition, there was a bump out down at some point back in the day. And they have Anderson picture windows. So, yeah, you probably don't, you have
No,
everything.
I walk by that house a lot, I go on every day down.
But what you see from the street is basically the 12/12. So we got quotes on the 12/12.
And is that what you would do now, or would you want to do the
Yes,
whole?
we would, because we think that's what you want to see.
This package with 12
It-
months.
It's just the 12/12.
Which we prefer. I mean, we want to keep the look,
Yeah,
but we also want to, again, want.
So you want to do the 12 on 3 sides?
So it would be helpful for us to decide if you could bring a sample window in with you when you
A
come back.
whole window?
Or one sash,
Okay.
one hole.
or even a piece, the salesman will give you a piece of it.
It's brand names, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Most definitely would give you, they'll give you a sash, because it's important for us to see the exterior
Yeah.
detail. Not so much the interior detail, it's the exterior detail for us that's important.
Okay,
deal.
And it doesn't have to be a
the
sample of the
stair.
exact same window, it's the
the
same tree,
material.
just the tree.
The one if you, get the one that you're proposing,
Okay.
and they'll supply it, well, this is a big sale for them. They'll
Yes.
supply you with
Of
some,
course.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay, it's this.
Yeah.
No, we'll do
no,
it.
we'll take that for an answer.
So, go ahead.
You said 12/12 is what we think of, or do you say it's more appropriate with a 6/6?
Well, they're 12/12 now.
Yes.
Yes,
And I mean, through time, as time went along, the glass, they could make bigger and bigger glass. And so the oldest windows have little tiny glass panes, and that's why when you have a 1/1, you can
you know it's not.
you know
fresh.
it's not that old.
Having said, so you do get a sample from Grand Banks. Does not have to be a 12.
Okay, it's just, so you
You
can
Like
say
this.
like material.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wants to be this
That's what you
brand,
said.
this one wants to be this model with this similar interior and
Exterior.
exterior
Okay.
details. It could be a 2/2, it could be a.
Just to
6/6.
see the detail, okay.
Do you have a certain width that it has to
For
have?
the-
It's pretty standard 1 3/8 typically.
Okay.
Today.
The old, and then you get into the Federalist period and they get really small.
Beautiful.
They're so beautiful. And then people scrape them.
And they rattle them.
And there's nothing left.
So that's extremely important. It gives us a chance to actually see.
So it's windows, it's what's important for you to see is the material and the sash, or the material,
One
you know,
sash would be fine.
And profile.
It's how it all goes together.
what
I mean, literally, they have pieces, they have like a
Cut.
a cut set cross section of the window
Well,
that
bring it.
shows you how it all works.
We can do that,
Yeah.
okay.
But you're not talking about the other sides of the building right now.
Well,
What do
we
you want?
have 41 windows that are non-decorative.
Are you
Right.
asking about replacing those now in this application?
Our hope would be yes, but to be realistic, I don't know if our budget will allow it.
To replace all the windows.
Yeah, no, I
Just the
understand.
At once.
The only reason, I mean,
Because if I have a 1/1, what do I replace it with?
well, that's a very interesting philosophical question. I mean, my first response is you replace it in kind. If you have a 1/1, you replace it with 1/1. Even though the 1/1 is either that's in a part of the building that isn't that old, or
That's correct.
I mean, we see windows, recycled and used over and over again, and I mean, it would be useful to, at the very least, record what is on each facade, so that you can say, well, it's all 12/12, and then as you wrap around, it changes for logical reasons, either through history or through
So that's
function.
the case.
And,
Yeah.
That's a picture.
Right.
So the back of the house right now, they've got,
Let's picture
they've
windows.
got
Yeah,
a
that's
casement,
the addition.
they've got a picture and another casement.
And they
Obviously.
are actually.
obviously late 20th
Yeah,
century.
and they're actually not an issue for us right now, so we might say, to answer your question, we might say, okay, it's our inventory room, let's just let it be, it's facing the parking lot. It's
but
not,
from-
And our certificate is running down for 2 years,
okay,
and you'd have to
reapply.
Right, so don't say, okay, I'll do this in 5 years and get the permit for
Right.
because that's not gonna be valid.
Okay.
Yeah. No, and we don't want to go through this undertaking, and we want to get as much done as we can afford right now.
Yeah.
And then when we can't afford it anymore, we need to recoup, right? And then, but at the same time, we have to say, okay, what's the most, which ones are the most pressing windows that are actually causing that discomfort of freezing and in your home? And that's basically all the ones facing
Yeah, I'm good.
Middle Street and partially this
And
one.
this is the
Yeah.
back of the house.
3 sides.
Casement.
Yeah.
Picture.
Yeah. What do we think that was? That certainly doesn't.
This is it.
Yeah.
That was shrink down before.
So we are shrink wrapping right now, the windows, because they're
Wait,
so
did
high.
did that work at all?
Okay.
It wasn't done right,
Oh,
so it loosens up and it's, but if you do it right, it can make a big difference.
Really?
Mhm.
Keep going, you'll come to the
You just have to do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live in my house on Middle Street,
Yeah.
I re-putted all the windows in the first one, putty out, basically reglazed them.
And it helped.
40 years.
Have you seen what they're doing at the Amazon Village Hall?
Haven't been in the village for a while.
Yeah, they're replacing all of the original windows. Yeah, well, they're doing all the windows,
Process.
but these are original.
You'll putty out,
These are 12
Boil it.
days.
prime it,
Yeah.
and you putty it.
Do you want some
Then you
window?
prime it again.
No, seriously, I didn't know about it until yesterday.
And I have a wooden
Go
stove.
up there and there's all these are windows.
Oh, I don't want.
These aren't junk windows, these are original
Yeah.
windows with wavy
Yeah.
glass and they're just gonna toss them.
Yeah. Okay, so that's,
Okay, so we'll bring that sash in,
Yeah, that's sample.
we'll
Yeah.
show you that profile.
yeah. All right. Okay, and this is something that they will supply for you.
Yeah.
So that would be the exterior window casing stool replacement. If you're replacing and repairing what's there, what's original, or what's there now, that's acceptable, okay?
Mash it.
And
Um,
can that, material wise, can
Pardon?
that be material, I don't know, but the material, does it have to be wood or can it be?
it can be either, it's just the detail, the stool detail would be important.
It has to look the same.
Yes.
That's fine.
It has to be wood for that, because
Yeah.
I'm not aware of.
Well, the
Um,
thing is, we pride ourselves in that house too, right? So we want to make it look right.
so that's why we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Roof trim, talked about the roof and the roof, gutters, we talked about. Clapboards.
Yeah, clapboards, that's a whole nother topic.
Clapboard siding at gable ends, remove all siding and paper to gable end to the two gable ends of the building. Nail off loose sheathing board, install blue skin weather resistant barrier, and furnish and install new primed red cedar clapboards with stainless steel ring shank nails to match existing exposure. That's the first alternative option. So I have one pet peeve. Stainless steel ring shank nail. The head on that nail looks, excuse me, like shit.
Okay.
Okay, they used to nail them on with a 5D galvanized box nail, which is just a galvanized nail. It's got just a smooth little head on it. And when you look at it from the street, which we can do with your home or other homes in your neighborhood, you can tell in an instant that nail will just jump out at an old carpenter like myself.
Okay,
It jumps right out at me and it just does not go with it. That's my personal opinion. I don't know how the rest of the board feels.
what nail do you want to see? Or-
Again, what in the olden days, they would install the clapboards with a 5D, number
Five?
5D galvanized box nail.
And is that affordable?
Oh, actually, buy the carload.
It's
Okay.
cheaper, it's much
So
cheaper.
why would that be proposed for longevity?
Well, yes, today they would offer a stainless option for longevity. A 5D galvanized box nail might only last 100 years,
Oh, okay.
okay?
We won't be here in 100 years.
Precisely.
Just keep the paint on it, you'll be fine.
Okay,
Precisely.
okay, we can switch it to the 5D galvanized nails.
And so now that we've discussed this, as you're walking through your neighborhood, and it's an interesting neighborhood, this district of ours, because this commission was put together after most of the homes in the district were bastardsized.
Oh,
There's a few in the district that are lovely. Hers is one of them.
Yes.
As you're walking through the neighborhood, you'll spot that stainless nail in a minute.
okay.
Okay?
Well,
Just like the
yeah.
gutter that Arlie was talking about, you'll spot that.
So we'll tell our contractor, hey, 5D.
Again, that's,
box
I'm
stands.
bringing it up as something that bothers me the whole time.
Just looking at the pictures, it's hard to tell, a lot of the clapboard,
They look like they're putty, I mean, they're set in putty.
Yeah.
It would have been standard back then anyway.
but I mean, the proposal is to
Yeah, maybe the
replace all
place,
the clapboards.
maybe.
Gable ends.
Just the gable ends,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Not the front.
Because the front doesn't look so bad.
No,
No,
Okay.
just the
the
side.
gable end.
The front was replaced about 10-15
So
years.
that's option number one. Option number two, to replace existing cedar clapboards on ends with LP Smart Side engineered wood clapboard, which I do not know what that is. You'd have to bring in a sample of that for,
And Arlie said the concern is that it's too thick.
Well, it's
Well, it adds
it's
up
right,
thick.
it's not tapered, eh? It's like hardy board.
it changes the detail of your house.
Yeah,
So if you have, so just for instance, if you have the front is to remain the same, and you put this other product on your gable end, you'll stand there and you will see a definite difference.
Because it will go like this and kick
From
out
one-
the bottom.
well, The corner boards that you have on the house, I divide the gable end from the front. The clapboards will actually stick out beyond the corner boards because they're thick.
Replace the corner.
It changes the detail.
Yeah, it
So-
does. Okay.
Because the
So that's-
shallower, one end.
So if you
it's
want
thicker at the
proposed,
bottom, So, the profile doesn't go out as thick if you put them in there, all 1 inch sheets, like, per half inch, then it's gonna push everything out, go over the corner boards.
But if I understand right, we need to keep that detail. It's a little funny looking to me, but I say,
you're talking about the variation in
the
exposure.
variation of
Oh,
the
that's.
width, yes.
Yeah.
That is something that has to be,
I think if that adds a lot of character, I mean, do you know what she's talking about?
the graduation of
Yeah, I mean, that's significant in terms of the aesthetic.
because if we wouldn't have to do that, and I was planning on doing it, but then I saw the cost difference between the material, right? You need so much more material to do it. And then that's why we are looking at the material, and if we can change the material, it will look the same as wood, but if it doesn't, you're
It
shaking
won't
your
look the
head.
same as wood.
Okay,
If this is important to you, you would be disappointed.
okay. Got it.
And you think you have to replace all the clapboards, you're not just gonna patch up whereas. I don't know.
So we have leaks, and we think,
What kind of leaks?
oh, everything you could think of.
You're talking roof leaks or sidewalk?
Well, it could be roof, I would assume it could be roof, but I also think it's from the siding, because certain winds,
Just the back of the house,
no, the side of the house,
gable ends?
yes. And it's coming in one of our office spaces, it comes, and it's not coming upstairs necessarily, they have other leaks, but it's coming from the side when the wind blows a certain way and the
Yeah.
rain is a certain strength,
Mm-hmm.
we have a leak.
Is this above or below a window?
Yeah,
Nope,
No.
well, but
it
wind can
runs,
blow the
Most of
water
them-
horizontally, it sneaks in.
yeah, so we really have to investigate once we,
As an old carpenter, the first thing I'd ask you, does it leak every time it rains?
no,
No.
Does it leak when it
Noise.
blows from different directions?
Yes.
Yes, okay, that helps to pin down what actually is leaking.
and the thing is, we don't know,
Mhm.
right? But I think we will. The siding, if you look at it closely, it's coming off the house,
Mhm.
so.
And what's underneath the siding?
um,
Probably nothing you want.
We don't see it, yes.
It might be old double craft paper, might be red round paper.
I mean, we have boards falling off, so we have replaced some boards and just stuck them on, so we don't have more leaks, but we haven't touched it because we know we have to come to you.
I mean, again, this is beyond our scope, but in a perfect world, if you had the space, the depth from your corner boards, if you could have a weather screen somehow, put those new clapboards up on little spacers to get an airspace behind the clapboards, and if you painted both sides of the clapboards, it would really increase the.
I don't understand, behind the.
Yeah, what
Are you
you,
talking about Corbin?
Well,
The different, yes.
Corvent,
Different products similar to that.
That's what my dad recommended.
yeah, Corvent is a company that makes this stuff. You can use, I mean, you could just use vertical
It
strap.
allows it to breathe.
Yes.
And it's
So-
dry out.
That is a concern of ours
We
too,
can
being
do that.
moisture.
Well, the thing is, then it makes the whole thing thicker, and then how does it run into the corner boards?
There's also the kind that's like blue skin with little dimples on it,
Mm,
and that gives you a little bit of space.
A little bit.
little,
You could just blue skin with that material.
which is
It doesn't
what I think what
change-
they're proposing.
Doesn't really change the
Yeah.
thickness.
Yeah, I like the real weather. I mean, as soon as you have physical contact with the back of the clapboards, it's like, if you put the clapboards right up against Tyvek, they learned the hard way that
Mm.
the
So
Tyvek,
you need some type of
you
barrier.
need an airspace,
Airspace,
an
okay.
airspace. It can be quite small, but,
Is the Corvette kind of little dimples on it?
well, Corvette
It's like
it's,
a plastic,
yeah, it can go, air and water can go into it.
Not thick, it's like blue skin, it's got very small.
No,
it's like the,
it's like pieces of corrugated cardboard but made out of plastic.
yeah, that's a bit, it's like cardboard but plastic, exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that might be too thick for then having a concern with the aesthetic.
Again, that helps bring the thickness, increase the thickness, so it may cause you an issue on your corner.
Yes,
Possibly on the casing detail of the window, unless you've got a window fan, which
Right.
would,
But there is something, instead of regular blue skin, it's a kind of light blue skin that has dimples on it.
I've heard about that, yeah.
we can talk about house
Can't-
construction.
yeah.
I can too.
They've got some blue skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's better than nothing.
Yeah,
Sometimes just little things. we can do.
Yeah.
You just wanna paint the back and
Yeah,
Or
Yeah.
purchase them on,
yeah,
prime them
purchase them, you can get a red cedar clapboard will come,
yeah.
both sides will come.
on all sides and prime the
We want
cuts.
some both sides around.
And also, if you are asking for your contractor for a quote for a red cedar, make sure that they're not a finger joint material.
That's
They offer a red cedar with a finger joint material, they make up
little pieces.
20-foot lengths and it's inferior product.
It's as good as the glue.
It's as good as a
Don't
coat of
want
paint
that.
put on it.
It's terrible.
So you're looking for authentic red cedar clay.
I guess we can't ask for quarter sawn anymore. I think, 'cause-
No.
Oh, please don't, because I'm gonna sit on the street asking.
Try for tours of your house.
Cedar clapboard. And not
Authentic,
authentic.
not finger jointed.
So keep in mind that the board looks at every application individually. As you bring your request before
But you
us,
understand why we
your
bring them
house
all at
might
once.
end up looking totally different than your neighbor's house, and you might say, why? Because we look at a home, if it has a whole lot of things going for it historically, try to keep it that way. Something has been vast aside over the years, has vinyl siding on it, there's not a whole lot we can do for that
Yeah.
home. So there's there's reasons for our requests or
We're trying to
our
make-
decision.
We're trying to maintain the value, the heritage value. of the building.
So when you walk down the sidewalk, on the opposite side of the street, and you look at your home, it still has that look from wherever it came from, 17, the 1800s.
75.
That's it, and we also allow, as Bill says, the newer products that you can't tell the difference. And they're also cost effective in the long run. So trying very hard to work with a homeowner, frankly, not to spend every dime that you don't have. Because things are expensive. I mean, we all realize that.
We all live in Gloucester, we all have houses in Gloucester, and we know what the weather does.
Well,
Yeah.
So this is real stuff.
Do you want us to vote to approve the roof and the pieces associated with that, or? So you can.
Yeah,
that's
yes.
project.
We
That's
We could
part
start,
of
yeah.
You would need to have, pick a gutter.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, we need a gutter.
I suggest turn it right around, do your homework, your legwork, and go
Do
back.
we have anything else that we? when is our next
Okay,
meeting?
so our next meeting is second Tuesday of this month.
Okay, April.
Yeah,
That's
so we meet
2
the
weeks
second
away.
and fourth is what we're scheduled for.
So we have the siding, we talked about the window, we talked about the boards.
We
If
haven't
we
talked about
bring,
the sign yet.
We haven't talked about the sign, no, we haven't.
oh, yes.
Tell us about the sign.
Give us a-
So we had a sign there, about 6 years ago. The attorneys. We have designed,
This is the first proof,
Yeah.
that's not completely what
that's
we
not
want.
what we want.
This is more of what we want. We're working with Gary at K-Band Signs. They've done Greeley's. They've done a couple of other signs, but we want to erect something like this, right where Coakley had his sign, which is right next to our driveway.
How is it attached to the building?
No.
It's freestanding? What kind of post was
What we would like to see a wood.
A wood post, he did
Did
granite.
everything wrong.
Yes, everything's wrong. But we're going to do this,
A wood
he said it a hangman post, but it'd be wooden and not granite.
And what would the sign itself be made?
Wood.
Really? You sure?
No?
I mean,
More durable product.
it's usually made
Yeah,
of something else.
I don't know, we haven't met with him yet. But
Let's see what he has to say.
We wanted a wooden sign.
Yeah,
Or one that at least appears that way.
to be wood, yeah.
With car, hand carve
Mhm.
the writing in.
Yeah, because usually they're using high density fiberboard or something that they can route the
would
letter.
that be acceptable?
If you paint it,
Yeah.
they can't tell.
And if it's, so the other thing is, we want that freestanding sign where a previous freestanding sign has been. The previous sign was 2 wood posts with a wooden sign in the
Is
middle.
it still there?
No,
No,
he took it
that's
out.
the problem.
You have any pictures of it?
I might,
That could be useful.
okay, I'll try if I can find it, or maybe from back in the day.
Yeah,
Secure it.
But I agree, I don't think you see it as a big issue.
But I'd rather have it a little less massive and do a wooden post
Yeah,
with
makes
a
sense.
fiberglass or some material, but it looks like a wooden sign with a, what is that? Steel, yeah, crossbar.
You're not typically denied if you ask for something smaller.
Okay, we didn't want something that massive, it was pretty big.
And then we do have our office on the side of the house where we would love to see a sign, a small one. But attached to, one of the entryway, do we have a picture of the?
Yeah.
Where it would just direct our clients to the door. That would be a convenience for us, but I can see if you say, oh gosh, it's attached to the house,
Again,
we can
size-
live without.
Size of house too.
Size, about the
You-
size.
Well, what you should do is actually give us a drawing with the
Yeah.
dimensions on it,
Okay.
so that we can.
It's easier to explain.
Visualize it.
What we're visualizing is the same one that Babson has next door, that's hanging.
Well, take a picture of that.
Okay.
I mean, seriously, it's all about context,
Yeah,
precedent and context.
And then is it gonna be externally lit at all,
no.
or, okay, so no lighting?
I mean,
So
maybe that
internally
would be
lit,
really
it's not-
pretty, you're attractive idea, which we could maybe get to, just to light it up at night from below. Landscaping lights, that's what you.
Yeah, just throwing it out as, should be considered.
And we are, so I don't know if you have noticed by driving or walking by that, the vegetation has taken over quite a bit too. And we are in contact with our landscaper that I want to either tame it down or delete and replant something so the house shows more. Because it really has.
It's pretty robust right now.
It is, robust is a great name. And he loves it because it's books down and certain things are holly, and he says, gosh, they take forever to grow. And then I say, yeah, they're hurting the house
And
now.
if he has to dig them up and replant them someplace else.
Yes.
That's kind of out of
Maybe.
jurisdiction.
Yeah, it's out of our jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Okay, so you could care less.
Yeah.
So we don't have to talk about that.
Okay.
Is this helpful?
So
Yes.
you've got
We've
some
got
homework, you've got
We'll
homework.
be prepared in 2.5 weeks.
The more physical samples you can bring in.
Okay,
And more information,
Yeah.
you know, the science, for example.
yes.
Just out of curiosity, what is your business?
We own properties, so trades, my aunt and uncle, purchased, invested in real estate.
Yep, sure.
Yes, yeah. And they operated out of their home in Rockport. And then my uncle passed away. My mom is suffering from dementia, so we made sure we moved the office
Sure.
away from her for protection.
Mhm.
And we had 64 Middle Street. My aunt and uncle owned it, half with Warren Copley. And Copley retired. And we bought him out. And so at that point, my aunt's disease demanded some care. And so we moved the office from Rockport to Middle Street.
I was just curious.
And now, what we do is the properties, the portfolio of properties are owned by LLCs, and the company manages those properties. So it's owned investment properties that we manage.
Mhm.
But it's also a great location for tenants to drop their rent, or either they call us or they come by and have questions. So it's really a nice location now for it.
It's right in the center of things.
Yeah, very close to all of our properties.
Yes, they're all central.
So I could replace windows that look exactly the same as what I have. There's that aren't wood, but look like wood that I paint. There's that, but all of the god awful ugly storm windows that are on there. I mean, they're even worse than the windows as far as,
They're blocking the beauty
keep
of
in
the
mind-
windows.
but I mean, they're junk as well, and, you know, there's dead air space between the storm window and the frame of the window, so, I mean, I have a humongous drafts. So I wasn't quite ready to take on the exterior because I thought it was gonna be insurmountable cost-wise. So I was just gonna insulate from the inside, but I don't want them to fall apart any more than they already have.
So keep in mind,
Yes,
we have improved their.
no, I know, but I'm just,
We want to see a sample of it.
Right.
And in the past, former owner of 90 Middle Street appeared before us with a window replacement package.
yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
I read about
Because-
that,
As I said earlier, it's case by case,
right,
and that house is a gem
yeah.
on
And
a
you
level corner.
don't own the whole building, right?
No, I own half of it. Well, I want,
So you get a
yeah,
contract to have everything back.
Oh.
I had thought about reglazing and just redoing them, but there are 16 windows that mine have. And I figured they'd be between $10,000 and $12,000 to take them out and, you know, do a little TLC and everything. And I don't have that budget.
But the new windows, when you include all the carpentry and that goes with it, the inside and outside trim,
That's not the
It's-
same.
it's-
Would exceed the.
Yeah.
It's gonna be about the same.
it's gonna be,
All right.
yeah.
Well, I
What
would
if we
rather
get-
maintain them in some way.
Well, particularly if they're really historic windows, there are a number of people that can make,
Right. Here's
really improve them.
There's that woman in Amesbury.
Exactly.
Well, I called them for maintenance and I never heard back from them.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
to
But I
build it
mean,
up there.
There are springs.
Allison Hardy in
Yeah.
Amesbury, she's very good.
I
Yeah,
can give you a name of a local painting contractor
I,
who would do lovely things. with
all right, well,
house.
I think it'll have to be piecemeal, but there are springs, some windows don't open, some open and then shut right away.
Waves.
they're springs.
Yeah, the signs.
That doesn't sound very historic.
No, I see they're being,
Well,
you replace the fence, someone can't get to it.
they
It's
could
some
have,
steel rods that
they
they,
could have taken the original staff and modified them to fit a spring mill.
Anyway, well, you just, you'll have to have them looked at carefully.
yeah, no, I want to fix them, I don't wanna change them, I wanna fix them, but, I spent my money elsewhere. I mean, that would have been my whole budget, I had, when I moved, I
But
had
you
a
said you
really
have
full
60
budget.
windows.
I have 60 windows on
Out
my
of
side,
quote for one window. It's
Was-
almost $2,000.
2,
Yes.
well, I think 10 for mine, if it.
Oh, 10 per window?
Oh, yeah,
No.
No?
That
Oh,
shouldn't be big.
no.
Oh, I thought you said 10 for all.
for all.
That's part.
You
And
don't,
I can have those windows taken out, reglazed,
it
And
will-
Maybe not for 10, but it shouldn't be 10.
per window,
yeah,
I mean, I would start at 1,000.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, but what about those horrible storm windows?
Take them off, but interior stores, it,
You can do that?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I love that, but then the,
you gotta store in the winter, but.
oh, I love the inside that it doesn't show. I mean, they're awful, they make me creep, but now what
They
about
do
the,
work though.
what?
I mean, exterior storms do function,
Yeah, I
and
know.
they serve a purpose.
They've saved sash in this
Yeah.
community a
Well,
lot.
see, that's,
for a
the
long time.
sash is, or that's the outside, right?
Yes,
The sash is the window, the part.
Itself, yeah, personally.
Two parts.
I'm sorry, I should have done some homework. Okay, so what's the trim on the outside? Let me show, if it closes the window and that pretty,
okay, on the exterior, that's a sill.
Yeah.
the sill, that's, I knew
On the
that.
interior, it's a
So
stool.
some of my
Yeah.
sills look like,
Oh,
Shit,
Yeah.
they get bought out. They bought out.
yeah,
You can.
well, that's where all the water ends up on this thing.
yeah,
And
exactly. I
some
mean,
of that-
So we could talk about buildings all day.
Yeah,
Find
yeah,
lots.
there's lots of solutions.
so I can replace,
You might have to replace part of the frame, including the
yeah,
sill.
yes, the
But you
frames
can
and stairs.
reuse the sash and it can all be repackaged into a new,
And it
totally
shouldn't be-
much better window.
And it shouldn't be 10 grand.
No,
Per window,
no.
I don't know where I got that from. I just figured because of all the, it's so labor intensive. And they're gonna take the windows out, take them to the shop, reglaze them, and that's not easy.
Well, they don't have to reglaze them necessarily, they just reputty them and
Yeah.
patch them.
Oh, no, I,
What
some
do
of
they
them, there's one window that is only held in by 2 sides, the other 2 sides I can push.
Each window's an individual case.
I know, no, I mean, I was cleaning them and I thought, oh, look at this is interesting. Okay, so, that the whole other
Okay,
like.
so let's
Let's get back to.
get back to.
Well, I thought they were done, I
Sixty
spoke.
For Middle Street.
No, because, okay, so
Still
you
gonna
want
have
to
a continuation.
We'll come back, yeah.
into
And
the
make-
next meeting. please.
And it might be easiest to do, I know the roof is done and will be approved.
Yeah.
The other ones, we have to do homework and bring samples back, but it might make sense to hopefully get approval or an agreement at that point.
Okay, now also keep in mind that you could do the roof fascia, soffits, shadow board, without putting the gutter on, you put the gutter on afterwards.
Okay.
So if you felt so you needed to continue with the roof, if you had leaks or whatever, you wanted to see, get that part
Taken care of.
taken care of.
That would be
But if you
ideal.
do it all at once, it'll
If you do it all at once, it's,
But could I get approval from you, or could we get the approval from you tonight for those items? And then get another approval for the gutters and the
2
siding?
weeks?
Does
well, so far, we can approve, the fascia soffit, shadow board replacement and the roof replacement. right? We can approve that. Bill's correct when he says, if it's all done at the same time, staging wise, it's easier for the installer to do it all at the same time.
we were planning on that?
Okay, that's, if you needed to do the roof because like say she lost her heat, you have leaks in the house and it's important to keep the water out. could move forward that way, but. we-
But, you know, the next meeting is not that far
I
away.
will wait
Yeah,
and get it all together, yeah. I like the idea, thank you, but at the same time, I think we can wait another
Yeah,
3
I think your
weeks.
contractor might be able to do everything at once.
Set up one set.
It's cost effective to get it.
it is definitely cost effective to do it at once.
The
And your
win-
contractor would appreciate that.
Yes, the windows. We would love to do 41, but we might not be able to do all 41. Do I apply for 41, but then do 16?
If, yeah, go ahead.
You go right ahead.
Well, if you're gonna do that, I think you need to show us what's gonna happen with each window.
You said that before.
Yeah, like if you had elevation drawings with the front side, you know, all the sides and the back and the front. I mean, we've already talked about the 12/12s on the front, which sounds reasonable to me, but just looking at these photos briefly, and I should go look at the building too. You've got sort of a grab bag of different types of windows.
And I think that we have some that are 6/6.
Yep.
And the reason I think why they didn't do 12/12 on
The
those,
size.
because of the size of the window there, and then you go into our big offices, and those you see the 12/12, because it's pretty comparable to the ones in the hallway being 6/6, because the size windows all around smaller.
This will also give us all a chance to walk the property.
Yeah.
Also.
We can make a date today when you.
We're there
We won't
from
need,
9 to
we
5.
won't need to go inside.
Yeah, we'll just look at the outside.
Well, you can walk the premises
Yeah.
anytime. And you'll see in the back, where we probably will hold off is the back,
Mhm.
because they were replaced within the last.
Yeah,
And they get the least amount away from the weather, you know, sun and all that kind of stuff.
Right, it's facing the parking lot, it's the least
well,
rooms.
they're really out of character,
They are,
so I guess.
but they are the least problems right now, too.
Yes, they're not the problem
They're
times,
not.
windows.
I mean, we're freezing in our rooms.
Typically, if it's not visible from sidewalk, from the street, back side of the house isn't visible.
No,
It's not usually something that we really concern ourselves with.
you're concerned about the front and the side.
Visibility
From
from.
within the district, to keep the integrity
Yes.
of the district.
But I think you would probably want to, if you ever do get around
I
to it,
do.
you'd probably like to make it consistent
Yes, I would.
with the rest of the building.
Yes, that's where my aesthetic is strong enough where I wouldn't put a ugly window in. I mean, I would come then in front of you and say again, okay, we did these 25 windows, 2025 or 2026, whenever we end up doing it. Now it's 2035 and the window in the back is leaking, I'll replace it with something that complements the front windows. So we slowly approach the overall
12 years from now, we probably all say yes.
You don't even want me here.
Okay, so we'll continue in 2.5 weeks, whatever it is,
To the next.
for our next meeting.
here.
Well, usually we're scheduled for here, yes, but you'll be notified. Okay,
We'll do our homework, listen, I will do my homework, you already did your homework, I'll go look at the building.
Street wasn't that.
And you can always knock on the door. Yeah. We're there from
9 to 5.
9 to 5 or earlier.
We won't disturb you.
okay,
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, very educational.
okay, so we have motion to adjourn,
Second,
don't need a second.
okay, I'll
All
second
in
that.
favor?
I see, this is your.
Well, you can keep the, this can be kept by, you guys can keep this.
No, you can just.
We'll bring it back.
Yeah, we can bring it.